Did you know that millions of travelers each year fall prey to credit card fraud, with losses reaching into the billions globally? It's a staggering figure that often goes unnoticed until it hits close to home. But here's the kicker. A significant portion of these mishaps can be prevented with the right knowledge and precautions. Welcome to your ultimate guide on how to stay safe using your credit card abroad. We're not just talking about the usual tips you've heard 100 times. No, we're diving deep into the secrets that can turn you from a tourist into a savvy traveler. From battling hidden fees that can eat up your budget, to outsmarting high-tech skimmers determined to snag your card details, we've got you covered. Imagine walking through the streets of Paris, sipping a café au lait without a care in the world, or navigating the bustling markets of Bangkok, all while knowing your finances are secure. That's the peace of mind we're offering. So, buckle up. We're about to embark on a journey filled with insider tips, shocking facts, and simple strategies that will transform the way you use your credit card on your travels. This isn't just about saving money, it's about ensuring your adventure is as carefree and enjoyable as it should be. Let's dive in, shall we? Chapter 1. Notify your bank of your travel plans. Imagine this: you're at a quaint cafe in Paris, trying to pay for the world's best croissant, and bam! Your credit card doesn't work. Why? Because your bank thinks someone stole your card and is having a shopping spree in France. So, here's tip number 1. Always tell your bank about your travel plans before you leave. It's like giving your bank a heads up so they don't put a stop on your card when they see charges popping up from halfway across the globe. Now, you might wonder, how does this make a difference? Well, banks are super cautious about fraud. If they see transactions from a place you usually don't shop, they might think it's suspicious. By telling them you're traveling, you're essentially adding a "this is normal" note on your account. It's like saying, "Yes, I'm actually enjoying a gelato in Rome right now. Thank you very much." But here's a fun fact. Only about 20% of travelers remember to do this, which means a lot of people find themselves stuck without a working card. Don't be part of that statistic. A quick call or even using your bank's app can save you from a lot of headaches. Plus, some banks have cool features that let you set travel notices right from your phone. Easy peasy. And here's a pro tip. While you're letting them know about your travels, ask about any partner banks in your destination. Using these can save you from hefty ATM fees. It's like having a secret key to saving money while traveling. Chapter 2. Understand the fees. Did you know that every time you swipe your card in another country, you might be paying extra fees? Yep, those are foreign transaction fees, and they can add up faster than sand slipping through your fingers on a sunny beach. That's why our second tip is all about understanding and avoiding these sneaky fees. Most credit cards charge around 3% for each transaction made in a foreign currency. Doesn't sound like much? Imagine spending $3,000 on your trip. That's an extra $90 just on fees. But here's the good news. Some cards offer zero foreign transaction fees. It's like getting a discount on everything you buy abroad. Choosing the right card can make a huge difference. Look for cards that are travel-friendly, not just in terms of fees but also for rewards like air miles or cash back on travel purchases. It's like your credit card paying you back for having fun. And here's something you might not know. When you're paying, some merchants will offer to charge you in your home currency instead of the local one. This might sound convenient, but it's usually a bad deal because of something called dynamic currency conversion, which often has worse exchange rates. Always opt to pay in the local currency to avoid paying more than you need to. Lastly, keep an eye out for ATMs and credit card terminals that offer you the best exchange rate. More often than not, these rates are far from the best. It's better to stick with withdrawals from reputable bank ATMs for the best rates. Remember, the goal is to enjoy your travels, not stress about fees. With a little preparation, you can save money and avoid surprises, leaving more in your pocket for experiences and memories. Now, isn't that a strategy worth considering? Chapter 3. Carry multiple payment methods. Think of your wallet as a toolbox. Would you carry just a hammer for all tasks? Probably not. The same goes for your payment methods abroad. Relying solely on your credit card is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. Unexpected things happen: cards get lost, ATMs might not accept your card, or sometimes, technology just decides to take a day off. Enter the hero of our story, the backup payment method. This could be another credit card, a debit card, or even some local currency. It's your plan B, ensuring you're never left stranded. Imagine you're in a quaint little market, and the vendor doesn't accept credit cards. That local currency in your pocket? It's your key to that perfect souvenir. But here's where it gets interesting. Did you know that not all places favor the same credit cards? Visa and MasterCard are widely accepted, but in some corners of the world, Discover and American Express might not be as welcome. Carrying a mix can save the day. Also, storing these payment methods separately is a stroke of genius. If one goes missing, you're not left empty-handed. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket, literally. And remember, just having the backups isn't enough. Knowing your balances and keeping an eye on your spending is crucial. It's the difference between a smooth journey and a bumpy ride. Chapter 4. Using secure ATMs. Imagine this. You're exploring a new city, the sights and sounds sparking joy in every step. But then, you need cash. You see an ATM in a dimly lit corner of a quiet street. Alarm bells should ring, right? That's your instinct telling you it's not the safest choice. Secure ATMs, like those within banks, malls, or airports, are like castles protecting your financial kingdom. They're monitored, well-lit, and far less likely to be tampered with. Why does this matter? Well, skimmers devices attached to ATMs by thieves to steal your card information are a real threat. But when you use ATMs in secure locations, you're building a moat around your castle. These ATMs are checked regularly, reducing the risk of skimming devices being installed. Here's a pro tip. Before using any ATM, take a quick look at the card slot. Does it look different than usual, perhaps with extra attachments or a different color? If yes, it's a no-go. Trust your gut. Secure ATMs are your allies in the battle against fraud. Chapter 5. Check for tampering. Let's talk about keeping your credit card safe, not just from physical theft, but from the invisible hands of fraudsters. You're at a restaurant or a shop, ready to pay. Handing over your credit card should not feel like handing over the keys to your personal treasure chest. Before you swipe or insert your card, play detective for a moment. Look at the card reader. Does anything seem off? Loose parts, odd attachments, or anything that seems to add an extra layer between your card and the machine could be a sign of tampering. Tampering is a trick as old as time, but with a modern twist. Fraudsters use tiny devices to clone your card. But, just like a knight in shining armor, being vigilant can save the day. If something feels wrong, use another payment method or ask to use a different machine. And here's a golden nugget of wisdom. Whenever possible, use contactless payments. It's like sending your payment through a safe tunnel, minimizing the risk of your card being skimmed. Remember, your credit card is a powerful tool in your travel arsenal, but only if you keep it safe from the dragons of fraud. Chapter 6. Opt for credit over debit. Imagine you're in a medieval marketplace, with your shield raised high, navigating through the bustling crowd. In the modern world of transactions, your credit card is that shield. It offers a layer of protection that your debit card simply can't match. Here's why. If your debit card information gets stolen, the thief has direct access to your bank account. They could drain your funds before you even realize what's happened. But with a credit card, it's different. It's like having a moat around your castle. Unauthorized charges aren't immediately pulled from your personal funds, giving you time to dispute them without losing actual money in the meantime. Credit cards come with robust fraud protection measures. Many issuers have zero liability policies for fraudulent transactions, meaning if someone goes on a shopping spree with your card details, you won't be held responsible for those charges. It's like having an elite guard watching over your treasury, ensuring that thieves can't make off with your gold. Moreover, using a credit card abroad often comes with additional perks, such as reward points for travel and dining, and even insurance coverage for rentals and accidents. It's not just a payment method. It's a travel companion that offers both security and benefits. Chapter 7. Keep your card in sight. Now, let's talk about the art of keeping your treasure, your credit card, within sight. When you hand over your card to someone, you're trusting them with a key to your financial kingdom. In an ideal world, this trust would never be betrayed. But we're not in a fairy tale. Credit card skimming and cloning are real threats, performed by those who excel in deception. So, when you're making a transaction, whether it's in a bustling market or a cozy restaurant, keeping an eye on your card can thwart these would-be thieves. It's simple. If you can't see your card, you can't control what's happening to it. Skimmers can be as small as a palm, making it easy for a dishonest individual to swipe your card through it, stealing your information in seconds. It's like a magician's trick, but the only thing disappearing is your card's security. Always ask if the transaction can be done in front of you. If they need to take your card to a different location, consider following them or using another payment method. This vigilance is your personal guard, ensuring that your card remains safe and your journey remains joyful. Remember, every step you take to protect your credit card is a step towards a safer, more enjoyable travel experience. These strategies aren't just precautions, they're the keys to ensuring your adventure is memorable for all the right reasons. Chapter 8. Use secure Wi-Fi for transactions. Imagine you're in an ancient library, surrounded by valuable scrolls and tomes. In the digital world, secure Wi-Fi is that library, safeguarding your precious information from prying eyes. When traveling, the allure of free Wi-Fi can be tempting, but it's often unsecured, making it a playground for digital thieves. They lurk in the shadows, waiting to intercept the data you send and receive, including your credit card details. Before you tap, connect. Ask yourself if this network is the digital fortress your information deserves. Public Wi-Fi in cafes, airports, and hotels might not be. The key is to use secure, password-protected Wi-Fi networks for any financial transactions or sensitive activities. Think of it as whispering your secrets in a crowded room versus a sealed vault. For an added layer of protection, consider using a virtual private network, VPN. A VPN encrypts your internet traffic, creating a secure tunnel for your data, away from the grasping hands of cyber thieves. It's like having an invisible cloak, shielding your digital presence as you navigate the web. Chapter 9. Keep your bank's contact information handy. Now, let's talk about your lifeline when you're exploring uncharted territories, your bank's contact information. Imagine you're sailing the high seas, and your bank is your compass and map. Should your credit card be lost, stolen, or compromised, having the ability to quickly contact your bank is crucial. It's like sending up a flare for immediate assistance. Before you embark on your journey, save your bank's international customer service number in your phone and write it down somewhere safe. Not all places may have internet access, and relying solely on digital means can leave you stranded. It's also wise to familiarize yourself with the steps your bank requires to freeze your card. This knowledge can be as valuable as knowing how to light a fire in the wilderness. Moreover, many banks offer 24/7 international assistance for travelers. They can help you not just with card issues but also offer advice and support for financial emergencies. It's akin to having a guardian angel who watches over you, ready to assist at a moment's notice. Chapter 10. Review your statements regularly. Imagine you're a detective, piecing together a puzzle with clues scattered all around. Only, in this case, the puzzle is your credit card statement, and the clues are your transactions. Regularly reviewing your credit card statements isn't just about ensuring you haven't been overcharged for a café au lait in Paris. It's about safeguarding your financial health from the silent but deadly threat of fraud. Here's a shocker. A significant number of people glance at their statement and file it away without a second thought. But did you know that, according to a study, a small but persistent percentage of credit card fraud goes unnoticed because people simply don't recognize the charges? These aren't always large, attention-grabbing amounts. Fraudsters are cunning, often making small, inconspicuous transactions in the hopes they'll blend into your legitimate spending. Taking the time to review your statement is like giving your finances a regular health checkup. You wouldn't ignore a persistent cough, so why ignore the financial signals that something might be amiss? Every charge should be accounted for, every transaction recognized. If something doesn't look right, it probably isn't. But here's the silver lining. Most credit card companies offer real-time alerts and notifications. You can be notified of every transaction, giving you the power to spot something fishy the moment it happens. It's like having a personal guard on duty, watching over your financial well-being. And if you do spot an unauthorized charge, act immediately. Contact your credit card issuer to dispute the charge and request a card replacement if necessary. This swift action not only stops the fraudster in their tracks but also reinforces the security of your account.